Hello everyone, welcome to my second Sonic Screwdriver review video. Yesterday I did my first video looking at classic Doctor Who Sonic Screwdrivers. Today we're looking at modern Doctor Who Sonic Screwdrivers. As you can tell, the ones we have today are the War Doctor, the 9th and 10th, the 11th, and the new 12th Doctor Sonics. These are all from the modern day Doctor Who series from 2005 onward. And we will start off this day with the War Doctors. Some people call him the Other Doctor. We call him the War Doctor. As you can tell, if you looked at the video on my classic Sonics, the body is pretty much that of the 4th and 5th Doctors. The head is very well different, although the black dot has been removed, but you still have an indentation for it. The emitter head has been completely removed and replaced with a red light, but just have the little black bit on the end here. The neck is still the same. All the coating from the 3rd Doctor's Sonic is gone. We still have 3 horizontal black lines, and this black strip on the bottom, and this completely circular black line on the bottom, and the cutout bit on here. The only real difference, as I noted, is you have the giant emitter head is gone, replaced by the light, and this fez-like backing on the bottom here, with this little red tip with the silver end here. So, very, very close to screen accurate how the War Doctor had it. And now, we didn't get to see too much of this Sonic in the Day of the Doctor, as we only saw him really use it 3 times. When he was trying to calculate how to disintegrate the door in the dungeon of the Tower of London, when David Tennant, and Matt Smith used their Sonics to form a force field to force the Dalek through the Gallifreyan painting, and when they used their Sonics to activate the memory wipe to erase some of his memories as to who was human and who was Zygon to stop the detonation in the Tower of London. Other than that, we didn't see too much of this, which is very sad. Now, the detail in this is very perfect. As I said, they pretty much took the bodies from the toys of the 4th and 5th Doctors and just replaced the head and put this little fez bit on the end. However, the sounds are ones that are very interesting. As you can tell, you activate the Sonic by pulling down on the body, on the neck, which again brings you the open bit, this little neck here, with the red emitting dot. The sounds you heard, you have 2 classic sounds and 2 modern day sounds. Now, if you looked at my video from the classic Sonic Screwdrivers, you know that it's the same 4 sounds as the 3rd Doctor's Sonic. I recently did some research since yesterday, and I discovered in America, the Wave 1 Sonic Screwdrivers, which included the 3rd Doctor's, was released in America with this sound chip. It has the sound chip from this into it, which is why some people say the American version of the 3rd Doctor Sonic Screwdriver is the better one because it has classic sounds, which includes this one from the Sea Devils, I believe, and this one from the Carnival of Monsters. I may have gotten the stories mixed up, but those are basically the 2. So, again, a beautiful Sonic, very tragic that we didn't see much of it, and very tragic that John Hurt recently passed away. Rest in peace, War Doctor. As you said, it's the privilege of a lesser man to light the flame. Next one we look at is the 9th and 10th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver, used by Christopher Eccleston and, of course, David Tennant. Now, anyone who knows about the toys knows the original 9th Doctor toy version of the Sonic the body here was more like a tan coral wood. It wasn't these gray rock-like bodies that we have today. It was more of a tan wood. However, Christopher Eccleston left after 1 season, or 1 series, as they say in England, and all the toys and packaging got rebranded with David Tennant. And by season 3, when he made a new Sonic with this more new body, they did the same for the toy. The head is basic blue, not really velvet or violet, as you might say. The head is detailed exactly to the Screwdriver's prop. We have the 4 bars here on the edge. As you can see, right in here is where the sound comes from on both sides. And we have the little container in here where the wires go for the emitter. And it comes onto the neck where it opens up, which you open it up by pressing this button and sliding upward. You see the ball where it stands? Now, I have seen comics with the 10th Doctor where this ball here allows the head to be rotated, where you can push it down or twist it back. That is only in the comics. You can't actually do it here on this prop, on these toys. It is impossible to do. Although that would be a very interesting suggestion. I don't know why. But as you can see, we have the clear glass cylinder with the spiral twisting bit inside, which I'm guessing is where all the wires go to. And then, of course, coming down, again, this is the button to push up or down. If you know your Sonics, if you know the props, or if you have the universal remote, this is the activator. You're supposed to push down and it will light up and activate the Sonic, even if it's part way or all the way open or anything. Unfortunately, for none of these toys have they gotten this right whatsoever. I don't know why. Maybe they just can't figure it out with toy wiring, but I don't know. After all, this is just supposed to be a blue strip, but they have had to put the buttons here. 2 buttons, one for it while it's closed, and the other for when you extend it. As you can hear, we have the same 4 sounds as on the War Doctors. Again, when the Wave 1 sonic screwdrivers were released in America, they took the sound chip from the War Doctor and put it into this one, the 10th Doctor's, and the 3rd Doctor's Classic Sonic. Coming down to the bottom, we have the ridge section, which is on the prop, very nice. And this here is where you can switch out the pen and the UV ink nib. Right now, I have the pen on here. I've been making notes for future videos, watching Doctor Who, and making notes, so I've been using this right with. Here's the black cover that covers the pen so it does not dry out. So again, this Sonic has been reviewed hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times ever since 2005. Really, except for the, as I said, the body going from a tan coral wood design to these rocks is pretty much the exact same thing all the time. So really not too much of a big difference there, which is a little bit surprising. Next, we turn our attention to the Matt Smith sonic screwdriver, or as some people call it, the Claw. Now, everyone knows this is the Matt Smith 11th Doctor Sonic. However, this toy version here was packaged as the 12th Doctor's after Peter Capaldi took over in 2014. The original toy version had a button right here which would activate the Sonic. However, when you pop it open, that button would not work. The button had been moved up here and you would have to push your finger in here to get the Sonic to work. They have fixed that by having touch sensitive side here where you just barely touch it, and whether it's open or closed, it works. As you can tell, we have the TARDIS like rundle handle here with the 4 claws or prongs. Coming down, we see the green inside the body. I've always wondered when Matt Smith is using this when he looks to examine something, is he looking right here in the center, or is he looking dead in here? Or is he looking straight here at the emitter head? I can't really ever tell which way he's looking. If anybody knows, please let me know so that I can get the proper explanation. As I said, this one is touch, so you can just touch it either way. So, unlike the original toy, you could only do it when it was closed. As I said, the other toy, when you popped it open, it would not work. Now it does. You can do like Matt Smith when he scans anything. A new feature is the original toy had a deal that would flip back open here and reveal a red button, which is how you would get it to work when it's in open mode, and it would be like this. However, you don't need that. As I said, this is now touch sensitive. You can do it either way. Although there is the feature, as seen in Into the Dalek, where the battery comes out. Although it does not affect the Sonic in any way, and you can still use it even without this little bit on the end. So, again, even though this was packaged as the 12th Doctor's Sonic after Capaldi took over, this is the 11th Doctor's. And I said, very more better. Just barely touch it and it goes off. Very more good for cosplays. Or just general fun as well. And the last one we look at today is the newest Sonic we have. The 12th Doctor's new Sonic Screwdriver. Packaged as this 12th Doctor's second Sonic Screwdriver. To me, this is his first Sonic. As you can tell, we have 5 LED lights, 4 on the sides, which we see all around, and 1 in the dead center. Supposed to be based on the TARDIS console. On the TARDIS, we have 4 lights that, when you light up, become like the TARDIS. And there's that 5th light. These claws right here, we have no idea why it's on here. Some people speculate maybe in the future that this will pop open like the Matt Smith, and these are just holding it down for right now. We don't know. A beautiful gold ring around the center, which is reminiscent of the ring Capaldi wears, which only recently discovered. The back here is very plain, and we have the emitter here. The original prop, according to Capaldi in interviews, the original prop was an actual button, or you push it downward and it would light up. He would push up one way for green, he would do down for blue. Although in newer interviews he has said that they have it on a spring system, but on the new prop it does lock. So when you push down it will lock, so he doesn't have to keep holding it down, he can just push it down and it will stay on. If they can ever put that feature on these toys, I would really, really love that. But as you can tell, when you push up we get the green lights, when you push down you get blue. And of course we get the flashing or pulsating and chasing modes. For the flashing green, you push up twice fast. For the chasing blue, push down fast twice. Along the bottom here, we have this beautiful gold section. Again, reminiscent of his ring. We see the gold inlay here over the prong handles. These, many people originally did not like, but they actually help you grip the Sonic. It's good to help grip it, and you can get a good point to it, and it doesn't feel slippery. At the very bottom here, more beautiful detailed. As you can tell, the silver part here. I saw a video where Capaldi had the screen prop and this toy, and he put them up side by side. You cannot tell which one is which. It is identical. This is possibly the first one that is screen perfect in all size and detail. The only way Capaldi meant you can actually tell is on the top here, on the prop, the lights here actually continue inside these ridges. So instead of having it cut out like this, and you see it stop right here on the prop, it goes all the way to the top. Whereas on these toys, you don't. You see it stops there. So that would probably be the only way to tell if you see a prop or if you see a toy. Now, yesterday I found a video from Inner Space where they had the cast of Doctor Who, including Pearl Mackie as the new companion Bill, and he brought out the Sonic, the new Sonic, and apparently for season 10 the Sonic will have a red mode, a red light mode. He was showing them the new prop, and the prop does light up, and it had a red mode. I guess at one point when you pushed it all the way to the top, the lights go red. I guess that's River Song to the 10th Doctor, put on red mode. We saw Matt Smith have one, I believe when he met the Ice Warriors in the submarine. So it looks like for season 10, this one may get a red mode as well. That will be very, very wonderful and very beautiful if they ever come out redo this. as a toy. If they can include that, it would really make a lot of people happy. So, again, those are the modern day Doctor Who Sonics. As I said, the War Doctors we haven't seen too much, but maybe, hopefully, we can see a little bit more sometime soon. As I said, rest in peace, John Hurt. And for Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, and Capaldi, these are your proper Sonics. So, everyone, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'll make a video for non-Doctor Sonic Screwdrivers, which will include River Song's future Sonic Screwdriver that we see in The Forest of the Dead and The Husband of River Song, and also 3 from the personalized Sonic Screwdriver set. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you want to check out my last video on classics, look below. Feel free to leave questions in the comments below. Everyone be safe, have a great day, God bless, and keep traveling through time and space. Later.